contingent who will get us going here. Port Vale in their classic black and whites. Chelsea in their home blue. A place for the Valiants. The three centre-backs in there. Corner is floated in to the near post, still up for grabs. Keeper eventually got it clear, but not for long. Joe Gauci beaten. Stabbed home from close range. And Chelsea in front inside 2 minutes. He couldn't have asked for a better start.
Jarrell Harter with a goal. And that's the ideal start. That's the start that Port Vale did not want in the game. They left themselves very, very exposed on the transition, but from the corner.
The managerial change and the general club policy, which has certainly been a policy of youth. That's Sheriff trying to set up something for the Valiants. Good-looking cross-come shots from Walters, which almost paid off.
Yeah, that's positive from Port Vale. You take the shot from distance, trying to score, but sometimes when you drag it, and you drag it towards the far post, can be quite naive, can be emotional at times. But two big games coming up in Man City and Man United after this one. But that's the policy of the club. That's the direction the club want to go in.
A bit of a tough ask there for Harto to control, and the end result is Chelsea do give away a free kick. Cole Palmer just driving across the face of the area. Esteval again, really smartly worked by Chelsea. The right-hand side. It's been a gold mine for them. Clip over the top from Andre Santos. Good work from Neto to shrug off his man. João Pedro on the turn, was allowed to turn and allowed to finish. And Chelsea have doubled their advantage. João Pedro back on the score sheet in the FA Cup.
He's just too good there, João Pedro. He's very, very calm in front of goal. He never really panics.
All about playing FA Cup games with lowly teams. He played for Rochdale early in his career in a couple of FA Cup runs. And there's João Pedro. Making more waves, teeing it up, and a good save. Not enough to prevent the third, though, and it's Cole Palmer who's able to stab in the rebound. Joe Gauci keeping the first effort out. And Cole Palmer, right place, right time. Chelsea have a 3-goal first half advantage.
Wow, that was lovely build-up play between Malo Gusto.
Trying to restrict the damage at the tail end of this first half. Chelsea looking menacing again. Neto once more providing the cross. And perhaps change things up, perhaps blood some youngsters. Sheriff shrugged off the ball by Lavia.
From Gusto. And the quality of João Pedro. That's why these guys are playing for Chelsea. When they turn it on.
Yeah. Should be terrific. West Ham have really upped their game in the Cup this season, haven't they? As Port Vale have done just to get here. And they win the first free kick of this second half. Liam Gordon. Chelsea win it back in a dangerous place, and Esteval denied by the outside of the post.
Well, he'd have fancied that as well, especially being on his left foot. It's a glorious opportunity.
That's the latest set piece. It's a good delivery beyond the far post and almost teed up a shooting opportunity. Pedro Neto again from the right-hand side, allowed to cut in on the left foot, encouraged to shoot, and he really fizzed it right down the middle. Joe Gauci barely had time to put his hands up.
What makes me laugh, though, is they weren't criticising the club when they signed their 7-year contracts.
Esteval threatening to weave his way through by Cole Palmer, who drives on, and now Esteval with more room to roam. Back to Palmer, goes all along the ground, just trying to disguise the shot. Lovely looking ball to João Pedro, who tried to tee himself up. So a little pressure on the ball, and that's the end result, almost inevitable. They worked it so well down the right-hand side, and Tosin rising majestically to meet it and apply the finishing touch. 4-0 Chelsea.
Well, that'll be the goal that'll see Liam Rosenior make 1 or 2 changes in the game. And that's the body blow for Port Vale. That's the nail in the coffin. He knows it, John Brady now.
Light a bit of a fire under.
Looks like Garnacho's coming on.
Season. Brilliantly worked again. Can Esteval apply the finish this time? Cole Palmer likewise, but Joe Gauci at the 3rd time of asking, able to hold on.
Yeah, I think Garnacho's the...
Garnacho teeing up the shot, which takes a deflection. Andre Santos seeing it deflect over the bar. Another Chelsea goal back in 2019. And it's Esteval providing the danger again, and a shot. Esteval looking for the return ball, gets it, beautifully done. And just awkwardly on the half volley over the top from Garnacho. Esteval's delivery, right on the money. And Andre Santos arriving with perfect timing. And it's a fabulous 5 for the Blues of West London, who are heading to North London for an FA Cup semi-final.
Yeah, he's a player that Rosenior knows well from his Strasbourg days, and he gets the goal there, Santos.
There's another one of those young players, Garnacho, trying to light up the left-hand side.
Chelsea have got young players, and young players will get you so far. I'm not sure they'll take you to the very top, though.
Tosin inside, nice step and a lovely through ball, and a chance perhaps for Garnacho. Denied by the post, and the rebound is there for Esteval. Not going to count though.
Must have just strayed into an offside position there, Esteval, or it might be Garnacho.
At Hull, 4-0 win in the 4th round.
And sometimes angles can be deceiving. Let's have a look at his decision.
Yep, given the goal. So Esteval can get that smile back on his face. Temporarily removed by the flag, but the goal, well, it was important for many, many reasons that Chelsea halted their pre-international break slide here this afternoon. Done so in definitive fashion, and will have a chance for a 7th. Penalty, won by Garnacho. It's Argentina against Australia in terms of national teams. Garnacho against Gauci, sent him the wrong way. And sends Chelsea 7 goals to the good.
Yeah, it's a great penalty. You get the feeling that Garnacho needed that. Needed to convert. And the technique was very, very good.